gentlemen, we're here on Smoke and Nash.
That'll be some shit tonight.
There's going to be some shit tonight. We got a special guest in here tonight. Congregation.
Woo!
We got Big Jesus in the house.
I can't.
Known as Large Black Jesus.
I can't. This show is being taped
Live.
for a live studio audience tonight.
AKA the congregation.
Now, you might find yourself wondering. First of all, before we start tonight, some of our views, all our views are not shared by the businesses that we speak and shout out tonight. Full disclaimer.
Oh my God.
I, as Horny Tone, take full responsibility for all I say. I've been drinking tonight because we celebrated my birthday.
Yo, double nickels over here for the big guy.
I reached 55, despite trying not to. Person you see in the background is L2.
L2.
L2 is one of the finest brothers in the world. He does what he wants when he wants.
True, I appreciate the shout out.
And he does too who he wants when he wants to do it.
Audience, for understanding the assignment.
Some of you women have been spanked by L2.
And maybe Black Jesus has part of
Black Jesus in the house.
Oh,
He's
Black
known
Jesus
to part many a lane.
Listen, it's your girl E.L. Berkeley. Thank you for your support. Thank you for joining in.
E.L.
When you get a chance, please remember to go over to Instagram and follow, not just view. I need you to follow. I need you to also go over to YouTube. It's all Dark Papyrus Productions. Instagram dark_papyrus_productions. Listen, go on over to Amazon, or turn it down, or you can DM me for direct purchase of my book series, Beyond the Cracked Door, and the follow-up, Black Jenny the Third, is underway. It is a series. Also, your girls start making jewelry, so limited edition. You got Mother's Day coming up. Get the lovely lady in your life a pair of limited edition red heart earrings made by your girl. Also, I have skull bracelets. So if you would like to take head count of your haters, and as you defeat them, each bracelet has 4 heads. So there you go.
Or just stick something into a skull.
I can't.
This is Horny Tone. I have no jewelry. I have no books. I'm just a slave to this woman. I service her and her needs. And I do well at it because she gives me little gold stars on my hiney when it's over.
Yes.
Before we get started, we have a few people we're going to shout out very quick. We're going to make this short and sweet.
Listen, so, we support people that support us. So if you missed it last week, you still got time. It's tax season. So Bailey's Tax and Accounting Services, LLC. What's the website? Phone number?
Shout out.
Bailey'sAccounting.com or contact us at Bailey'sAccounting.com.
There you go. For your arts, and please do not forget about the arts. Arts are very important. We have Mr. Vic Perkins in here, founder, creator of Jaya Boards. And tell us what Jaya Boards are, sir?
Electronic tap dance boards.
Electronic tap dance boards. My man is an artist.
You've seen him on Shark Tank.
Listen,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, if you're in the New York area,
Want to invest?
please invest the art of tap dancing.
Support black business.
Support black businesses. We also have Bam with the card. Kira Lanice Redmond, career coach. Ooh, Rise and Thrive Career Coaching.
Rise and thrive.
This is to
Sounds
get
hot.
especially our young people on the correct path so they can start off right, with the right spirit, with the right help behind them. Everybody needs a guide. Or if you're later in life and you got to reset because life done thrown you a curveball, Miss Redmond, career coach. Let me see. We got a Rise and Thrive Career Coaching at gmail.com. 702-673-7313. Hooah.
And I throw in the hoo-ah behind that. 82nd Airborne in the house. We have it.
That's what they do. That's what they do.
That's what we do. We jump out of planes, we shoot, and sometimes we get bad knees when we land.
Yo!
We have some other
That's
fine
right. Put it
military
in the comments. Put it in the
comments. Shout out to Black Jesus. Also, U.S. Army.
Listen.
I only trust him because I believe that if he can't kill something, he'll seduce it.
Wow.
One way or another, you're going to get down.
Both protector and maybe a curator of your daughters. So, if they
If you don't see him coming,
the right age,
you still getting cummed in.
Listen, we've been partying all day.
We've been partying all day. I ain't had no
great.
sleep.
None.
He's
running past military time.
I'm
Way past.
I'm 3 hours past. Someone should have been putting my ass down. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. So what are we getting into tonight?
We're going to get into some very interesting topics. We're going to talk about some shit we know. We're going to talk about some shit you know.
Let's check in with the live studio audience. And you know what? Let me check in with L2 first. L2.
Yeah, speak.
What you got?
Tell us about your the way you handle business in, also known
ladies, no need to adjust your screens. Yes, this is light skinned with gray eyes behind me. So
has universally known to lay down the pipe to discreet women and some non-discreet women.
Brother is very disciplined in himself.
Okay? And on herself.
I can't.
I've had the honor to know this brother for quite some time. One of the most trusted brothers I know.
Oh God.
Man's got a code of honor that's second to very few. He's on the show because he's one of the founding members.
When this was being brainstormed, he was part of the original brainstorm for this show.
Unstoppable brother.
Yeah.
A man of faith, knowledge, and intrigue.
Realness. So
stiffenness.
Listen, no.
Very few women have survived his
Do you
wrath.
have a towel? Do you have a cold towel near you? You might.
If you women out there are listening, remember this. There are brothers in the world who can seduce you just by flinging their locks over their shoulder or batting a slightly gray eye.
What is happening?
And respectfully, as Horny Tone, I have neither of these abilities. I have no long locks, not a gray eye.
Really?
I have big arms and little dreams.
Really?
They call me Big Daddy Short Stroke.
So, in case this is your first show tuning in, so the last 2 weeks, we stumbled into the codes and hoe phase. The codes and hoe phase. So to catch the replays, go over to YouTube. I need more followers, so go to Dark Papyrus Productions over on YouTube. You can catch all the replays. Of course, on IG you can still find them. But yes, so this is episode 5.
Episode 5
of Smoking Ash. So
where we smoke, make ash,
I
drink fine liquor, tell very strong truth,
he about to be cut off,
and may a smart small lie here and there. We have a very interesting audience tonight. Very strong power couples, both who run industry of color, both each individually pushing themselves to greatness, unlike our individual brothers who do not.
So, I you know what? There's a conversation right there.
There's a conversation.
How important it is to have the right people in your corner when you are really talking about goals, turning dreams into goals into reality. You have to have the right circle around you, because there are haters. And
Cohibas, since you asked.
so what? I actually tonight I don't have a cohiba.
My wife does not have a cohiba.
This is a Cuban round. It says Taste of Havana. Now I am not well versed in cigars,
So she steals mine.
but I like Cohiba Red Dots.
No matter how expensive.
They have minis.
Minis.
I like those. You saw me with one
But
last
she
week.
likes mini things.
Wow.
That he knows nothing about.
Whoa.
Ding.
That's a
So you have to have the right people in your corner, because it could be the difference between making a dream a reality, or you being miserable. So yeah, and that's not just intimate relationship. That's your friendship circle, your family circle.
Family.
Look, can we be real? Can we talk on
Like
it?
Fast and
Can we
Furious.
talk on it?
Let's talk on it.
So,
Talk.
Judas.
That's biblical.
Yeah, listen, because we getting deep.
I can't read the Bible.
You don't have to read it. I'll translate.
My feet get hot.
You cannot.
I'm born.
With your boy
Read it.
over here.
She knows of the Bible. I am afraid of it.
Listen, Judas
But Black Jesus
was the inner circle.
in her.
Judas was Jesus' inner circle. My man was at every meeting, he was there.
Every
The
moment.
baptism.
The
My
baptism.
man was in there. He went to all the people.
all his people.
The hoe at the well.
Every hoe.
I'm just saying.
Like Jesus.
Look, the woman at the well.
The woman at the well.
They said she had 5 husbands. That means she was a hoe.
Yo.
She was
Some
in her
of them
whole
probably
phase.
had lots.
She was in her whole phase.
Yo. Some of them probably had gray eyes and light skin. 'Cause you know what it takes to make a hoe.
Turn the hoe into
You got the looks. You can
Anyway.
make any woman a hoe. Right?
But
Think on the L2.
L2.
How many women have you turned into hoes by accident?
Excuse me.
Oh,
Can we stay on topic? We found a good topic. Can we?
I thought it was a very good topic.
Can we stay on it for at least 10 minutes?
Okay, listen. I just had one question.
Oh, Lord,
So if she wasn't a hoe when you met her,
see,
how much energy would it have taken in you to turn her into a hoe? Black Jesus question.
oh,
Ooh.
we're talking about
I'm just saying,
we're
if
talking
she-
about the right support.
If she wasn't
the
a
right
hoe
people
when you
in your
met
life.
her,
So
what would it have taken you?
the offshoot question is basically, can you turn a hoe into a wife?
Oh, can you take? Oh, stop! I don't think that's the right question. My question
that's
is,
what you took.
can you take a wholesome woman and turn her into a hoe?
into his hoe or
There it is.
Okay, see,
Hey.
hold it. Time out. So,
Live studio audience.
live studio audience. Let me say that quickly because I'm confused.
Mm-hmm.
So my question would have to be to you at that point is, what's the difference?
Oh,
Because if she's my personal hoe, that doesn't make her a hoe. She's just my personal
right? So
chick
why
person.
would you want to take a wholesome girl and turn her into a hoe?
I think there are devious brothers like Black Jesus who would do such.
Now why you gonna put that on this man?
I didn't say his real name.
I'm about to say first of all,
You do
there's
say
I didn't. I mean, I asked because
Stop.
his capabilities are large.
Okay, you right. Let me turn you down for a second. Okay, a hoe is for the streets and for everybody. What you're talking about is you can take a woman can be wholesome and still be a freak and know all the tricks to turn, because I keep a trick up my sleeve. There's always something.
That's a deep statement. I didn't really look at
Yeah,
very true. You gotta
yeah.
read the
So,
script here.
Right.
This is some deep stuff coming down here.
oh,
You're
listen.
missing it.
All right, look.
I'm gonna need more drink.
True, I didn't listen.
Yo, you're not, and that's
Let
horny.
me tell you
That's
something.
horny tone. Drinking is what I do.
This pineapple
I'm lacking
stuff that
dreads.
is
Everybody
on
got a fucking
point.
dread but me, and my
So-
Amazon account said no.
But that's a difference.
I've been turned down. I can't even buy dreads. Go
Okay,
ahead.
shut up. But that's a difference though. A hoe is for the streets, but a good woman, as you say, wholesome,
Wholesome.
right, can still have those. Turn it down.
Studio
Can
audience.
still have all of those things, all of those tricks
Tricks.
up her sleeve to take care of business.
Can we define wholesome?
There it is. Let's define
Define
wholesome.
wholesome.
Studio audience. When you think wholesome, what comes to mind?
Using discernment,
Ooh.
being selective,
Selective.
not giving out everything to everyone.
Discernment, being selective, not giving everything to everyone. What else? L2?
Leap in, because, I mean, you here. And your opinions are valued.
You know, I like to sit down and just listen first.
You want to circle back?
Yeah.
You want to roll back? You ain't ready?
Loyal.
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 Honest.
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 These are deep words.
Okay. What else? Black Jesus.
Secure.
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 That didn't come from Jesus.
I felt the vibes from Jesus when he was over the stage.
Yo, I'm done.
Jesus.
What Jesus was?
Jesus spoke to him.
Yo, the fact that
He
we
said,
said Jesus
say this on
said,
my behalf, brother.
the fact that we said Jesus said,
Yo, I'm done tonight.
and the fact was everybody in the room said it as if it was fact. So Jesus said.
Was this red? So it was red letters.
Yo, that brother got elevated.
Red letters right now.
I don't know. Them Jones might have been aqua. They aqua letters.
Pink.
Yo, the fact that became fact, it wasn't even questionable. We said it as if it was a real fact. Jesus in the audience said, "Thou shalt be
Wholesome. Okay, I like it. Black Jesus, you got a definition?
Wholesome?
wholesome."
When it comes to a woman.
When it comes to hope.
Reserved.
It better not come
What is
out
it?
bad.
Reserved.
Reserved.
Okay, can you break
Oh,
that down?
yeah, break
too?
that down.
We need
Yeah,
that. That was deep.
That was.
And it needs a little bit more explanation. So can you share with us just a little bit on that statement? Because I think that was a real statement that came from left field.
I think reserved is like she's not for everybody else. Her actions are not for everyone else. You know, she shows what she needs to show to who she needs to show it to.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's deep.
Ooh.
Yo, your intelligence is deeper than your hair.
Snap that one up. Snap that one up.
Listen, let me just remind people this show, because I didn't say it
We're not going to show
in the
no
beginning.
pictures tonight because he's on incognito.
Yo,
But he might be hunting you
this
tonight.
show is for the mature and emotionally intelligent. We might disagree. There are going to be different points of view, but if you hear if you low level, this ain't for you.
With that said, this is also for the low level. Maybe not so intelligent. You like Trump. You think you got the insight on some shit, and you don't, let me finish. I'm going to take it there. But you're not ready to accept the fact that there are people who are going to try to open your mind tonight. Real talk.
I like how you circled that back.
I would like to. I don't want to blow smoke up your ass, and some of you motherfuckers like it. But let's keep it 100. Y'all allowing people to blow smoke in your face and tell you red is white when it's white is white. You got to hear the truth. In this audience, on this show, we're gonna tell you some real shit. You may not be ready to hear it, but you're here, and we reach out to you and tell you the truth. This ain't Fox News or any one of NBC's. This is Smoke and Ash. We here to hear your comments, your topics, your theories. Jesus told us some shit that was deep. I ain't see it coming. Brother a lot smarter than I thought he was.
Yo.
I had no doubt. But his name is Black Jesus.
So we're talking about the definition of what is considered wholesome when it comes to a woman versus a hoe. Because Big already asked the question.
Yo, hoe.
Can you turn a hoe?
A wholesome woman into your
Can you-
personal hoe.
But that is a trick question because the very definition of a hoe is she is for the streets. So the question arose then, what is the definition of wholesome? So that's to catch y'all up on.
The real question is, do men really want a hoe or do they want the action?
Ah!
Bro,
Like
wait,
Jesus
listen.
said that.
First of all, that was
the
black
action. of a hoe.
So
And wait,
you want a wholesome
I
woman
wanna-
with whole actions.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want a wholesome
That's-
woman
that's
who has
what
the
you
mind of a hoe. Oh shit, that was my last reaction.
Yo, so
Well, actually, it was more hoe than action.
brothers,
Continue.
men.
Men. But we have men in the audience.
What's that?
Devoted
definition?
men. Jesus men.
I
Men of L2s
can't.
and
I
stuff.
can't. I need that. I need to run that back.
Run it back. I'm ready.
What is men? What's the answer?
In my opinion, and I can't speak for other men because, I'm not Big Daddy Long Jesus stroke.
I can't.
What?
Just to catch y'all up, so we have 2 married couples in here tonight. So
Married couples,
that's-
loyal,
that-
married
So
couples,
so us and
Yeah.
one other couple.
and one other
We have another couple on their path.
to marriage.
They have found they are each
They're
other's
in
person.
love.
They are each other's person.
They're in
no
lust.
doubt. Okay.
Deep lust.
And we have 2 single brothers here.
And they do what the fuck they want.
You
L2 is a brother of class and maturity who is a fine picker of a wonderful woman, and Black Jesus who will nail you to the cross.
Yeah. You might as well go finish that statement with 12 inches of dick.
Black Jesus.
I don't know this.
I'll
It's just
speak for the fellas. And fellas, correct me if I'm wrong. Truth is, we don't like hoes. When real hoes try to approach you, you will shoot them down every single time because you know that's whole activity.
Hold it. Back up.
Wait.
How did you know that she was a hoe if you had no
Because
prior
you
knowledge?
know you got a hodar. Your hodar is up.
I lack
Your
hodor.
You
Not the
don't
hodar.
lack hodar because
That's
if
what Game
you
of Thrones.
knew, because your eye goes to quality women.
Yeah.
You're attracted to quality women.
Okay, so the question is,
Mhm.
at what age did somebody who said not true?
Wait, but let me finish.
Got a
saying that.
bag, watch me spend it.
Yo,
But here's the
Oh,
thing.
TikTok.
Here's the thing.
We're
you-
gonna be expanding.
we will be expanding.
You like quality,
Like
but
hoes.
you want the whole activity with the quality person.
Yeah,
Okay,
but you really
we
gotta
also
watch
have
what
different
you unlock.
generations in here tonight,
necessarily.
which
That's
is
all right. You can
yeah.
unlock it with me.
we also have different generations in here tonight, which is really awesome. So, like, Black Jesus, what generation are you technically?
I don't know.
How old are you?
I'm 32.
So you were born in what year?
Ooh, so what's that?
90.
Y?
90.
Gen Y?
Yeah.
No, Gen Z.
No,
No,
no, he's
Gen
Y.
Z.
He's not Gen Z.
Yeah,
He's
he's
Y.
Y.
Gen Y. Okay, so we got.
So it's
We
basically,
got
why
Gen-
are you not fucking more bitches?
You know what?
Wait,
We got.
hold on.
Stop. We got Gen X.
Gen X.
We got Zennials.
Yeah, I was about to say, don't even call
we,
me a millennial.
I'm about to say we on the cusp right here.
Cuss.
Yeah.
And Gen Y in the building.
Why?
So
Are you the only Y in here?
yeah, he is.
That's why you Jesus.
He's a big. I can't.
He is known to part many a leg.
So
And blesses thy chicks with his
Oh,
holy.
sorry.
I'm sorry.
so at what age? At what age did you stop? At what age were you able to discern the hoe from the more wholesome, and not just discern, but at what age did you start to shift and hey, we not just looking for bitches and hoes no more.
No.
We want
Oh, this is okay.
yeah, right.
Feel free, because I want to hear. I'm looking for men to answer.
I think you always have that ability to identify good women, right?
Okay.
And so you always have it. It never goes anywhere. It's just whether or not you choose to rise to that occasion of that good woman. Am I able to provide? Am I able to settle down? Am I able to do what you need me to do as a good man so I can match your good energy?
Okay, Brother Clayton, in the back.
Mm-hmm.
What age would you say? I mean, you've been to college.
Yep.
So I'm not just asking for your personal, but for your squad around you. when did you start to see the brothers shifting, the men shifting from bitches hoes to, hey, this is not what I want. This when did the player phase
play out?
Play out.
I mean, it all depends. I mean, the majority of my friends, I would say, happen in their mid-20s. Mid-20s going on, but you know, you still have some that want to be in that player phase. I mean,
listen,
it depends on when you specifically reach that age where you want to settle down and you want to have a wife, you want to have a family, you want to have kids, you're doing well with your career. You know, it all depends on what that person wants to do at that time, I think.
Yo, so
I think that the guy's always looking for someone wholesome, but he'll take the hoe because she's available.
Because it's low hanging fruit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and it's easy.
Is there fruit that's just too easy? That instinctively you say to yourself you don't want to be there?
What's the point of saying I don't care if she's available, I'm going to wait? Like, what's wrong?
I guess it's a is it a difference between low hanging fruit and the fruit that's on the ground already? Starting to rot.
They're the same.
Well, is it the whole mess? Like, is that the same?
Well, let's ask somebody.
Let's ask
somebody with some divinity.
Black Jesus.
What's the question?
I'm giving this man such a hard time. I ain't never coming back again.
I understand that, you know, you have lots of prayers to answer. My question would be to you is there a woman that you personally would believe that is so low on the vine, it's just not worth picking?
So, like, I'm in...
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
My personal...
What made you believe that? What was the moment that you said, yo, that vine, that piece of fruit should just fall off the vine without you picking?
I mean, you can go
Way too easy.
When the 15th brother, you knew, like, I hit that too.
Well, too, I'm just saying, when you step into those certain statements, I guess what I'm really trying to figure out is, we as men, and I think men are much like water and electricity, sometimes we seek the path of least resistance, especially when we have needs that need to be fulfilled. And I think it's funny because a lot of men won't admit that there are nights, days, moments where we really wish we could find a relationship that was wholesome, but we just don't want to put the work into it because where we are in our lives, whether we're trying to build a business, get our footing, get those few things that say, as men, that allow us to say we're men. Whether it's your first car, your apartment, your clothes, what have you, that's your statement. Is there a moment that you say, hey, you know what? I just need a woman that won't fight back so much. Because there are women that we want, but they make us fight so hard to prove that we're worthy. Not because I'm trying to clown or make a moment, but I think men at some point meet a woman that they say, this is her. And then we have to say ourselves, you know, you got to say to yourself, what do I have to do to get her attention? What do I have to do to prove to her that I'm not just a fly-by-night dude? Because I think a lot of women have seen a lot of fly-by-night dudes. We promise them the world, we hit the booty, and then we ain't really trying to put in any more work. Is there a moment as men, we're just literally saying, we just need a woman who we can conquer fast so we know that we're there? And is there women out there that are too loose, too easy, that we know we should not move forward with? And when I mean not move forward with, that you say, hey, you know what? This is so easy, I don't even want to sleep with her.
You're absolutely right. There are different women at different times in their lives that do certain things. Like y'all was talking about, I was in the podcast, y'all was talking about the whole thing. And that's the thing. It's
equivalent
like,
to the player phase.
It's equivalent to the player phase. But the issue becomes this. you get a wholesome relationship, and you feel like it's harder to get that same woman to do the things that they would do with somebody that did not give a damn about. And that's the part that makes you feel like I'm working too hard. Because I have to be your therapist, I have to be your boyfriend, I gotta be your father, I gotta heal every aspect of your life just to get that thing that you probably did on a whim with somebody who did not care about it.
Right.
Okay.
That's deep.
That's very deep.
Yo. Now, I will say this. So, how often, though, like, I'll take Tone, for example. He will buy me stuff that strippers wear. Has no problem. Like, yo, if I saw these shoes, I saw this outfit, I thought it was intriguing. You know what? That'll look good on my wife. Let me find it in her size.
But that comes down to your willingness.
But
he brings it home. Are you willing to wear it?
And
if you fight him every inch of the way, he's gonna be like, "This is too hard to get my wholesome girl to be a little freak. It's too hard. I might as well go get it." Honestly.
and see, but I didn't have a problem with it. So, but I think there's a level of comfort in knowing yourself. From the conversations that I've had throughout the years, our girl code conversation, our inner circle conversations, there has not been, maybe there was one that I'd be like, yo, you are like a cold dead fish. Like, there's no, and I'm not even trying to get into a relationship or nothing with you. You just, I don't feel nothing coming on. We get into our personal conversations like, hey, do you use this? No, don't use that. Don't use the Altoid because that'll burn you. Use the red and white Starlight Mint. You'll thank me later.
I didn't get the treatment.
You didn't. But see, no, you did. I was just so slick with it. You never realized. Ding.
What's that? This is Starlight.
Red and white Starlight Mint.
Listen to church mints.
Oh yeah. But see, that's the thing. So absolutely.
I mean,
yeah, you would.
why would I remember?
Because it's designed purposely to be slick. So
Was
you
I
don't
there?
know. Oh, absolutely.
Why did I know?
Oh, you were there and you came.
You didn't
All right. But hey, listen,
Why come on myself? I don't even know.
raw and rugged, off the cuff, real conversations. So
see, that's the problem with men. We forget stuff that the girl did and be like, "Oh, maybe you gotta do that." That's why she ain't gonna do it.
But the thing is, it was purposely. It's purposely designed. I know because it was under my pillow.
Why do you have to?
Because
if I didn't show me, they're gonna be for somebody. Is everybody getting you a mini treatment? I want a mini treatment.
I don't want a mini treatment.
I got no mini.
You didn't know you had it.
I had it. What is the value for me if I don't know I had it? Let's say I got $1 million fight, but I have to be extra.
Fall asleep.
What do I know? I probably sleep on my own.
There you go.
I like watching the History Channel. I go to sleep.
So the point is to
L2 help.
L2 help.
I need help.
So
when she gets the mental treatment, did you know?
why would he?
You know what? You didn't get the mental treatment when you did shit?
I'm about to say now, if you was in my circle of girls from 99 to 2003, you know about the mental treatment.
When you say your girls, though, my question is, as a man, none of us was going into the game going, I hope I get the mental treatment.
No, listen, because look, just like I'm about to say, just like
what is the mental treatment?
Just like you talk about the grapefruit thing.
Well, my mommy taught me that.
Yeah, your mom taught you without her knowing.
Yeah. So a little past.
That was a little rough.
So it's gonna be a little rough. Let me keep it honest. So at a very young age, my mom had gotten a grapefruit, and she cut the grapefruit in such a way.
He was about 13, I think.
Well, you got to see the triangle version of it. And my mom said, if you need to learn how to dig the triangle out with just your tongue. But she never told me Why?
Never told him why.
So my mom would cut the grapefruit, and then I would work diligently for no reason to get the triangle section out the just
Without breaking.
Without breaking the membrane. Because he said if you broke the membrane, you failed. And as every young boy wants to please his mom, I went to work. This is not a people are listening to this show. Every man, young boy knows that their mom is everything to them, and we don't want to ever disappoint our mom. Now, with that said, that's as far as it went. She showed me the grapefruit. She cut it on a triangle angle, and she said, "I just need to learn how to do that." She didn't tell me why. She didn't give me no context. And as a young boy with no context, this became something I tried to do. Right. And in my heart, it was just a game. One day, I managed to get out like all the triangles without breaking into the membrane. And my mom said, from now on, one day, this will get you through any situation with a woman. Never knowing what she meant. Later on in my life, as a older woman, since my wife cleared me up on this, groomed me to satisfy her where there was no penetration. She found a young boy who was built very well, took me home. She was in her 30s, had a husband upstairs that would not perform, and then wanted me to do these oral things. But since my mom had already shown me the trick without me knowing what the trick was, I was capable of satisfying this woman. Great. Then it was years before I realized what my mom had taught me was how to satisfy a woman orally. And women thought it was crazy when I did it. Now, mind you, my mom didn't tell me the contents of this training she had given me. But I also realized as a father now to a daughter, when I take her out and train her to lift weights, run laps, push things, growl, get through pain, I'm also teaching her how to survive life in a different way. One day she'll have a boyfriend who's going to break her heart, and my daughter's going to growl and go, "Hey, I got to get through this. I'm not going to sit here and cry like a little bitch." My dad says, when I'm most hurt, plant my feet, growl, and push through. I feel as though my mom realized at some point I was going to have to be in a room with women that I would have to satisfy. And every young man thinks they got a dick stroke that's going through the roof, and most young men don't have a clue what a dick stroke is. We in there, we pump, we nut, and then we try to figure out why she said what happened. No one told me the contents of what I'm supposed to do, because if you don't get someone to teach you what to do, you're going to fail. With that said, Black Jesus has all answers. So, he's Black Jesus. Why don't he have all answers? L2 has those answers, but he has it in a much smoother content than I'm ever after. I have no filter. I'm an Aries and I've been drinking.
None.
So to you ladies out there who just want to do, who's going to knock you off real hard, split your legs, go about his business, Black Jesus in the audience. But to those who got a smoother way of handling business, L2 going to tell us exactly, mentally, how would you handle the situation? Don't go wild. You're on the spot. You got tens of people watching you. So what do you say to this? I mean, do you feel as though that a young man mentally can handle a situation going forward? What does a young man need to know going forward?
Yeah, what's up, Speed Rock?
Speed Rock in the house. Shout out
I was
to
just about to
Speed
say
Rock
that.
DJ International.
Listen, if you looking for a DJ, well, he ain't it. He's a whole vibe. So if you want a whole vibe for your event, I don't care if it could be the Irish Festival down in Speed Rock.
Irish
will
festival.
give you a
Kicking
whole
Irish
vibe. He is multicultural. Everybody can get a vibe with Speed Rock. Need for Speed Entertainment.
Need for Speed Entertainment. If we Need for Speed, will do Speed.
I can't. You know what?
What?
Back to this lecture at hand.
What lecture was it?
Some of y'all got it.
Because we got people in the audience who are not speaking out, hanging out in the back row, drinking all our good. They don't chime in.
Where'd they come from?
They don't smoke our cigars. They just do our tax.
Who invited them?
Who fed them?
Who fed them? Fed them.
Fed them. That's why they're still here.
That man came in here, ate all the finest meats in the house with his wife, and then gave us nothing.
The meat was double.
They ate the meat.
Thank you.
They ate the meat. And gave us a tax return to pay for the meat.
But I do want to say something as far as bag of tricks.
Tennessee honey, where real men drink.
You know what?
And bags don't. Okay, slightly not. I take full responsibility.
I know you taking full responsibility.
This does not represent the people and their views that we shout out. This is strictly a Horny Tone production.
Anyway, so as far as your bag of tricks, like he said, how come like you did get the treatment? You just didn't know that you got the treatment.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for what minty thing do you
So, okay, ladies, let me
studio artists, did y'all put the minty treatment?
Let me dig in my bag and let me put my professor hat on. So every woman, not just every woman, but I'm talking to you ladies, okay? You should have a specialty, okay? I was not, and we grown, and I've said before, you can't shame me. Anything that I've been through, I'm not ashamed of. So you can't shame me, all right? But we're talking real. Every woman should have an area of specialty. Now, for me, I was not, at one point in time in my life, I was not a strong writer, okay? And I knew this about myself. However, I am a part of the Throat Goat Squad. So, I used to say, because I had certain experiences before a lot of my circle did, sometimes that whole fellatio thing, depending on his diet and all, the taste will change. So not only to counteract the taste sometimes, because you don't know, like a box of chocolates, you don't know what you're going to get when it come out. And to combat your mouth getting dry, I said, you know what? Through some trial and some error, a red and white Starlight Mint will not only keep your lubrication up, but it also will not burn his urethra.
Time out. What is the Starlight Mint?
If I tell you church mint one more time.
What's a church mint?
Church mint.
Red and white mint.
Not the green one. The green one's got different. It's a different flavor and it's a different thing. You want to stick with the red and white Starlight Mint. You'll thank me later.
Where do you get this mint from? I've never heard of this.
You can get
Bro, if I tell you the church mint,
yo, you got one of your
You are assuming that a black man with a horn hung out of church.
You know what? You have taken many hits to the head. You forgot.
Okay.
It's just a mint. A red and white.
I will say,
yes, a peppermint. Peppermints. Whew, you'll thank me later. So
I'm trying to thank you now. How is this so blind?
We were talking about.
So let me see, somewhere in between
So
this moment, you popped the mint,
what?
but didn't tell me. And it was that benefited me.
Ding.
So here's the question. If the man doesn't know it exists, does it still count?
Yes. Because here's
Can men pop a mint and something lift the business? Does that work? Well, I'll put the Starlight video on the clitoris. Does it work?
Don't do it. No, please don't do that.
No.
You know this too? Why, Jesus. Does the peppermint work
Listen, he
for you, Jesus?
listen. The point is, ladies, to have your bag of tricks.
Well, hold on, the mint's part of the trick.
So because because the mint helps
Literally, every woman in the audience that knows this.
because the mint
Brothers like I hadn't heard of this.
helps to keep up lubrication.
About paper pool bowls.
Yeah, don't do the baby. Don't do Altoids.
Hold up.
Don't do
Tom
Listen, and here, let me say, she knows that because I told her not to. Ding.
Whether or not I'm taking advice.
So the point is, just like you had in your arsenal, without you knowing, the grapefruit trick. Lady, listen.
That shit out later in life.
Listen,
Black Jesus sleep.
you thinking about me.
He's trying to figure out like the arsenal.
Right?
You mean like
Gummy berries.
And this is how the conversation goes on smoking ass. You don't know what rabbit hole you gonna end up in and what lubrication.
So here's my question. So the mint crack, you look at, do you cut the clitoris?
First of all, you
Well, any crack when you bite it.
first of all, men, you are not using inhibits. Okay.
So it's only a woman.
You're not doing that. Yeah.
So we put a mouthful of halls in it, no more.
don't even come
Absolutely not.
Well, listen, I'm asking, but I don't know.
Absolutely not.
Have you ever done it before?
Listen, first of all,
For the studio audience, a question.
first of all, ladies hear me and hear me well. So
Black Jesus is quiet.
the point is, and with that particular trick, for him not to know, because it will help you keep your lubrication up, and if that's done right, he ain't.
When you say lubricate,
It did.
that oral?
Right. Yeah. So we're talking about fellatio.
So anything above the neck.
We are talking about fellatio.
Okay, I don't know who that dude is. So we just covered above the neck
Okay. We are talking about oral sex.
for women.
No. On men from people giving
Men receiving.
men receiving.
Where the dudes go?
Receiving.
Smiling. Other than receiving.
Eyes rolling in the back of your head.
Wow, really? Not
This is very important.
Oh, shit. I'm gonna say.
First of all, you see my toes, they ain't no curls.
y'all remember Scary Movie?
I got them reach.
Where my was in Gen X. Y'all remember Scary
If I'm in trouble with all I got my toes, I can go 10 toes down and still claw my way out.
Yeah, I can't.
You still haven't explained to me. So when we say Pelosi, that dude, what wasn't he on CSI?
I can't. That's Horatio.
Shut up. Right I am done.
Well, I thought it was putting her right
Yo. I got the plastic baggies. We got the black people. We got that. Exhibit A.
I ain't get no support from my single brother. L2 Black Jesus attack.
Listen here.
Y'all ain't fought that for me yet. I represented you two brothers 100%. L2, you know what you do. Black Jesus, part of leg. But I'm saying I did not know that fellatio was that deep. So when you say fellatio,
Wait, you didn't know it was that deep?
well, I didn't understand fellatio good. I ain't never heard fellatio before.
Okay,
I heard
listen.
eat pussy, but I definitely didn't put it with fellatio.
Okay, so fellatio is the proper term for dick sucking.
I ain't did none of that. That's
Ratio got shot.
That theme song come on.
Forgive my slight ignorance.
So just a reminder for those of you who may have missed previous shows. So Horny Tone growing up was very late to the sex game and was very innocent for a very long time. Your girl, on the other hand, been through some traumas and was not. So here we are.
When you say seems fair to say.
So you ratio
That's the thing you heard as I went down with the swimming. Y'all was looking for clues. I was looking for clues.
Yo, so yes, to go around a whole 25 laps. Yes, a wholesome girl should
There's a difference
absolutely.
between fellatio and Horatio. I heard the music when I went down. I was looking for clues. I figured if I kept looking and I heard the right noise, I was in the right place.
to the CSI.
I get a lot of support here.
which was back to the original topic of having the right support in your life to make a dream.
So, you know, as I went down on the women, I was glad I had the correct support from my brothers who would tell me what. She said support. And usually my brothers
I absolutely knew this birthday show was going to be a whole.
I'm not really understanding. So let me get this straight. So when you say fellatio,
Yes.
that's oral sex for women.
That no.
That's
No. So
On
men. That's
so
fellatio. So if I had a board
right.
and this was a equation,
Right.
fellatio would be on one side, the equal sign would be in the middle, dick sucking would be on the other side.
You
It's the
assume
same.
I was good at math.
Listen, basic equation.
Okay.
Now,
not for me.
Same board.
So let me get this straight.
Wait,
So
because I
fellatio-
embarrassed. Shout out to my 8th grade grammar teacher that I embarrassed. I didn't know she was.
So
we
what
kind of
is
knew she was
ratio?
a lesbian. I went to go write cunnilingus on the board because somebody asked how to
Like
spell
you
it.
need some pretzels.
So,
Mid show, he need a crunch.
so cunnilingus is the official. Wait, cunnilingus is the proper official term for pussy eating. So now that we have oral sex 101, fellatio, cunnilingus, fellatio.
L2 help.
You weren't whispering.
And all.
You're supposed to be part of the live studio
No.
audience. Be quiet.
Live studio audience is everything tonight. Stop out.
So condolingus.
Because what? Kanye Lingus.
Condolingus rice.
You know, which I'm related to, by the way.
So that's when men.
She don't know it.
Is that when men eat women?
Yes.
Yes.
So I'm condolingus.
No, it's not. It's with anybody. Anybody, right?
Oh, stop.
No.
That.
Cunnilingus is
Cunnilingus.
specifically
Men?
pussy eating.
Right.
So,
Whoever,
okay.
but she said whoever.
Whoever is doing it.
Yes, yes.
Okay,
Hold it.
my bad.
How you told that? So here's my question.
Oh,
So
Lord.
cunnilingus out.
You can't be horny tongue and don't know fellatio.
I know. I thought fellatio
Was Horatio.
was Horatio eating a chick. And now I find out cunnilingus.
Cunnilingus.
Yo is eating the chick.
Yes.
And then fellatio is a chick eating the dude.
No.
No.
You are so drunk.
You're not eating food? You're not eating dick?
Fellatio is dick sucking. We're not talking about.
So hold it, time out. Hold it, time out. So is eating dick is sucking dick the same thing?
Yeah, well, if you want to say that,
Okay.
even though if you use the term dick eater, that's really somebody who is just
People that work in the post office.
I can't.
Oh shit.
Too far.
So
Too soon.
to you post office workers, you're not eating dick. But you may be a dick eater.
I can't.
And if you just so happen to be loading my truck with a long boy, you are a supreme dick eater.
Yo.
But I'm gonna move forward.
Yo.
So, all right. So when you say condolingus,
Cunning lingus.
cunning,
Cunning.
Hiya!
Hiya.
Cunnilingus. Okay, you are eating pussy.
L2. Yep.
L2, you know, help. You been my back for like 30 years. You can't help me.
Yo.
People leave me out in the wind like this is attack.
He got your back.
All right, fine. Yo, you having me back silently,
He
yo.
covering your six.
Yo, fire over a few rounds and set me free. So you got cunnilingus,
Yes.
where I'm eating pussy.
Yes.
And you got condolingus.
No. Fellatio,
You got fellatio.
which is dick sucking.
The red hairy dude sucking it. I don't want that.
Horatio is forever going to be tied to fellatio.
Okay, so Horatio is not. That's your ratio.
I would never watch CSI.
Who the fuck is
Never
sucking
going to
dick?
watch some CSI.
Time out. Who the one is sucking dick?
Fellatio.
Fellatio,
Yes.
who's the redheaded dude from CSI. Oh,
He's receiving it.
this is horrible for me. I see what the redheaded dude talking about. I don't want to get the black-headed chick to suck my dick. Because who's her name?
E.
E.
Yeah.
All right, so E, you are definitely not the dude who's called fellatio.
No. I can't.
Okay, I don't want to say the wrong name.
Cut off.
I don't want to be in the middle of a drunk blowjob going, yo, Horatio, you hitting me.
I can't. I cannot.
So we,
Mike, get your cousin. I don't know if you on tonight because I would come get him.
Mike, listen. So Fellatio showed up from CSI. And he seems to be sucking his dick. I don't know why he's sucking his dick.
Stop talking.
But I'm trying to catch it with Condoleezza, who is not Condoleezza, because Condoleezza is not sucking my dick.
Yes.
Condoleezza Rice,
Stop.
the deputy.
Stop. Pause. Pause. Oh, you were so cut off.
All right, so let me try this. Listen, people, I have not been asleep for 72 hours.
He legit has not been
I am
asleep
literally
for 72 hours.
My last bottle,
And
my first bottle of Jack
drinking.
Daniels.
Yeah.
It's been my
And
birthday
grilling
party.
all day.
I've been hanging out with a good brother who is like Jesus. I'm not gonna say his name because he's part of Mini LA.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna put my boy L2 out, who has been my partner for 20 years, covered my ass, writes all my book reports, and I kick ass because he lets me. And University Penn, shout out. I'm learning new topics and new titles that I've never heard before. And or I've been confused. I can be confused. I fought in many a fight where I took a many a headshot.
Yeah.
So Condoleezza Rice ain't sucking no good.
She might. I don't know.
At least not mine. And I'm married to EL
Studio
worker
audience.
who sells such a mean dick. And even from a sleep standpoint, I wake up. And I don't know who.
I do like the attack.
I don't know who Fellatio is. Fellatio is sleeping in somewhere, and he's getting his fair share of some pussy too. And in this conversation,
Really?
Black Jesus is knocking off shit silently, and L2 is wholesome. So when he takes the pussy, it's over
Black
the butt.
Jesus,
over
the pussy
turn.
sniper.
Yo, that's it. His name is Black Jesus, the pussy sniper.
There it is.
We shall not reveal.
Go Army.
We shall not reveal his actual identity.
Now
But-
you will never see
But
Black Jesus
here,
on
but
camera.
here,
Just so you know.
on this
the
show,
studio audience.
Black Jesus,
Yo, I can't.
a.k.a. Pussy Stormer.
Sniper.
Hey, that's a Stormer. Give me a minute. I'm not there yet. I'm giving him another a.k.a.
Oh, okay.
a.k.a. the Pussy Stormer. The splitter of many a lake.
I can't.
The doomsday of all little pussies. And Pussy Sniper, who is in our live studio audience. which one day
He ain't gonna make it in the
he
house
will
tonight.
reveal himself.
He gonna be in here on the floor sleep.
Who is soon to be destined to be one of the finest law enforcement of all time. May have hit your daughter or wife at a recent event.
Wow, right?
Wow.
He is notorious.
Yeah, I can't.
I know how you guys
If you ever find yourself at the local area with a brother with the longest locks,
I can't.
and every time he moves his hair, it's in slow motion.
Yeah.
like it, please.
As he slowly enters you and says, "You're not
Okay,
getting into the
Comedy
club tonight."
Central live.
What?
Pause. You on pause.
Because after he does, he goes, "No club for you."
You are on pause. You are cut off.
L2 will come in and lay holy water on you and you get the holy nut.
I can't.
Holy nut?
Yo, I am so done.
So back to this. Listen, so L2 and Black Jesus shows up and turns your holiness into a hoe. How did that happen?
Really?
Well, Condoleezza didn't show up.
Yo.
And Horatio didn't knock you off.
Studio audience.
And as a black male, I really don't want a redheaded man showing up in my room for any reason. I would find that contradiction to my straight thoughts. And yo, I'm not entertained. And only few people.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Stop talking.
I'm a cigar short.
Stop talking. Stop talking.
I wasn't there.
Soldier. Stand down.
I cannot.
You can't.
I'm true.
You're cut off.
Like Jesus said before.
You ain't married to Black Jesus.
I know, but at that time, being holy.
I was about to say, you ain't married to Black Jesus.
I am not.
So,
I do not want to be married to Black Jesus.
stand down.
No, I don't want to be married to Black Jesus. Married.
So, part of having the right people in your life is that they will be able to tell you when to pull up.
So where's
Stop
could
talking.
you tell me what ratio?
Shh. I'm about to say you're in the penalty box.
I'm there. But you still didn't tell me why CSI is so important in this conversation.
Really?
You said fellatio children.
I can't. Who was calling?
Oh no, it's Bunny.
Oh snap!
Bunny's calling you.
Hey, yo, sis.
Let's call it. Let's
Oh,
find out.
we got a live
We got a live call. Yo, Bunny.
You on Smoking Ash?
Live.
Bro, are you still up or are you sleeping?
Yo,
we
we
are
are
on the show.
We're doing the show. Where you at?
We're drinking
I'll be
fine
here
liquor.
in 20 minutes.
You gonna be here in 20 minutes?
Yo, it's about to get.
Yo, when you meet Black Jesus, y'all gonna have a moment.
Hey, come to the side door.
Come to the side door knocking,
To the
and
garage.
you get to meet
I
I'll
said,
be here in 20 minutes.
all right, see you in 20.
L2.
I can't. Yo, so what time was
Shut
it?
up.
Oh, we used to go be.
Yeah, we're gonna run over
Listen.
because I'm long on cigar and short on whiskey. We'll see you when you get here.
You still, she done hung up on me.
Oh shit! What
You are in the penalty box.
I'm not.
You so are.
I don't have enough cigar.
Anyway,
hold it.
part of
No. Hold on. I gotta ask this question.
Black Jesus.
Where's the pendulum block?
Where's White Jesus at? Because Black Jesus ain't
There's no penalty block. No football. So where's the? I don't play hockey.
Listen, where's my flag?
Hockey? Hockey?
Hockey.
There's a penalty block in hockey.
Yeah. Yes.
Where's one in football?
It's the red flag.
L2, can you
Oh,
help?
excuse me.
Yeah.
No, it's not the red flag because I'm not throwing a challenge.
Jesus, why are you quiet? Yo, you like the real Jesus. You don't really show up when we need you. No, you crazy quiet. We both need you. Let me try this again. So,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Stop.
What?
Stop.
No.
Stop.
Universal
Excuse
Jesus.
me. No. I need you to stop. I need you to stop. I understand. Stand there. Stand there. Yes.
My toes.
So, part of having the right people in your life is that they will be able to tell you when to pull up.
Oh, when you say pull up, That's a question.
No, you can't ask no more questions. You won't tell us.
Hold it. If I don't know what guilty is, why can't I ask for it?
The flag is different.
I need knowledge.
And you shall get it later.
Okay, I seek knowledge. Where would I seek knowledge as a black man?
The Holy Grail.
The Holy Grail. I would need someone who may be named. Yo, you kind of fucked up the black girl. So let me get this straight. When millions of people pray to you, you don't give an answer. What happens?
There's lots of it wrong.
Yo.
She just smiles and nods.
Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
To our student audience,
Yo, listen.
I just want y'all to know that Black Jesus is a real person who answers no fucking prayer. That's why I became wicked, because every time I try to pray to my God, he was like, yeah, I hear you. There wasn't no answer. Like, I need salvation. True that.
Yo, shut up. Yo, I can't.
Yo, this girl is pregnant. I ain't got no money. Can you help me?
Yo.
I'm just saying, these are the answers I got as a youth trying to pray to my God. That's why I switched, because the answers was always like, I hear you. Lord Jesus, I'm going through so much right now. As I sit here in the Catholic Church of St. Vincent, I just wish that you enlighten me, because I know you are all powerful and all knowing. And if you could just shine a light on my problems and give me an answer, I appreciate it, Lord Jesus. And I hear, do that. My answer to you is, if you move upon oneself to yourself, and you put in the work, works will happen. And if you stay focused and focus happens,
Excuse me.
There'll be some focus.
Excuse me.
I'll be like, the fuck's that mean?
Excuse me.
I'm 12. They got no answers.
That's good advice.
I hear you. And if you keep focused on obeying me and your 10% tithing, I will guide you. Well, nigga, I ain't got no money. I work hard at home.
Where's the parental collection plate?
Yo, I'm gonna keep it real. Nothing hurt me more when the collection plate came by for the 5th time. And I'm thinking, yo, the thermometer ain't getting no higher. We've been putting all this money in for 5 years. The air conditioning don't work. When Jesus kick it in?
Please don't say the name of the church.
I'm not.
He's telling a real story.
Grace Community
But
Church.
let's see.
Well,
Man can't fight near you. Reverend Nash, who's long gone, that nigga had a new Lexus.
Yo! Cadillac
and Lexus. The rest of us we eating bologna cheese with no mayonnaise.
Belt buckle.
And a belt buckle that said red. My lighter said.
If you roll up.
With that said, since we have a rare moment where we have an actual Jesus in the house.
I can't.
I know we put a lot on this brother because long ago I named him Black Jesus because women would swoon over him for absolutely no reason. I can understand. So, Black Jesus. My question is, cigar? I'm in the panel. Do I allow? Am I allowed to smoke?
You can smoke in the panel.
Too bad.
You have to stay silent.
Here's my question though. If I had faith in Jesus, that's shit.
We're not talking. We're not going down.
You still quiet. You ain't say forgiven. You ain't say you clear. You over there eating all my personally stickity snacks. Nigga, you ain't $5 a sticky snack.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
You cut.
L2.
You cut.
No.
You are cut. Absolutely cut.
Yeah.
No help is coming. No help is coming. You cut off. So,
Jen, help. You too talented. Damn, no. I'm alone in this fire fight.
Yeah.
Got 3 rounds left and
Save
nowhere
them.
to aim.
Save them.
I'm gonna smoke this cigar.
Right. What you going to do?
I can't do no recycling.
Well, yeah.
Hell yeah, I come.
There's that.
I got a cramp.
I bet you do.
Because I'm
Can
dehydrated.
somebody pass me a bottle of water?
I don't want one. You know why? Some Marine came to drink all of it.
I know. That was funny.
Yo, that brother was light
Yo,
hard.
Listen,
He drank.
he took a hit.
Yeah, one shot of liquor and 12 bottles of water.
Everybody can't hang. Everybody cannot hang.
All right, so since Black Jesus had no topic, here we go. Let's go to our resident black female who has black female. So here's the ultimate question. I'm going to speak for some brothers in this room now.
Oh, gosh, here we go.
Here's my question. So we come into your life, we see that you might be in your wholesome phase.
Wholesome phase or whole phase?
Wholesome.
Okay.
We see that you are not out there slinging, letting everybody hit. We decided that you would be a special hit for ourselves. We engage in you. Is there anything that we did when we make you our personal hub? Because I mean, I think every man wants a personal hub. Let's get that. Because I mean, we all men have met the hoe that's a universal hub. Right. We would like one that was just exclusive for us.
Yeah. And so what I would like for you to do is not use the word hoe, but use the word freak.
Okay.
Because that's...
Let's say that.
Respect.
Right. Hold it. Respect. Because
we've established...
You've now enlightened me, so let's use that word. Right. So I see you and I see that you're not out there giving it to everybody. And we would like to make you our personal freak. How far is personal freak from girlfriend?
Okay.
I'm going to drink.
Yes.
Yo, what bell is that? Is that your personal hotel?
Yo, ladies, that's...
L2 is saying he's currently on live, but it'll hit you shortly.
So I like that question. Ladies, what do you think?
I think it's going to depend on what the expectations are between these people.
Is that a shout out from Jennifer in the background?
Absolutely.
What's our company again?
Bailey's Tax and Accounting.
Is she married?
Wow.
Absolutely.
She sounds locked in.
She's locked in.
That means that brother pulled off what we're talking about.
Absolutely.
Shout out to that brother that pulled it off.
But, well, Jen, go ahead and expound on that because I think that's
expound.
So it's going to depend on what the expectations are for both people. If you want, when you're in a relationship with someone, you're willing to do whatever it is to make them happy or to get them to a place where they are happy. And it's reciprocated.
Shout out to reciprocation.
I think that's the difference between just having a freak or a girlfriend or significant other, because when it's a significant other, you're willing to reciprocate this.
That sounds deep. That sounds well thought out. You have a college education.
Possibly.
I believe in that. But that statement was what's the word I want?
Shout out to Rowan University.
Yo, listen. I like that answer because it was well thought out. I felt as though it was explained verbally well. And man, shout out to the brother who pulled that shit off. Black Jesus, talk about your hoes.
We're not doing that.
Next brother.
So here's the thing.
Shut up.
Using man ears. We talked about reciprocation. Brother Thorntone asked the question, if I use a peppermint on your clit, everybody said no. Right. So that reciprocation looks different.
Yes.
And I think that's what men need to realize. Reciprocation. We seek physical things. Women not necessarily seek the same physicalness. It's a different thing. But we all try to figure out what that thing is. Women can communicate.
That's the point. That's the point of establishing expectations in a relationship and the getting to know each other phase of the relationship that people skip, right? And that's why relationships fail, because people jump in. Not all relationships, not every relationship, but people jump in.
Thanks for joining, Susan.
People jump in ready for the sex, right? As a female, I'm getting dick down. As a male, I'm
getting the draw.
Right. And it's like, you forget the part, the sex may be good, but eventually it's going to be like, these are the things that I need, and then he's going to say, these are the things that I need. And then y'all are going to be like, we're not even compatible. We're not even on the same page, let alone the same book, because we based our relationship off a physical need for sex, right? Relationships are more than sex. Relationship is more, your relationship with your woman should be more than, oh, she can be my freak. That's great. That's a good part of a relationship. But when you can't have sex anymore, who is that woman? When I can't have sex anymore, or who am I? Who's the man I'm with, right? People don't know who they're with. They're just worried about whether or not she'll put on lingerie for me, or she'll put on 6-inch heels for me, or he'll put on whatever women want men to do. I think the art of getting to know your partner is gone, right? Because the whole social media thing, people put on their representative, or if we speak in social media terms, right? The filters, the this, the that, whatever. I think we've lost the. Let's talk about who we really are. Right. If we're really going to do this thing called life together, and what we really need. Right. People need to talk about everything, put everything on the table to determine if it's going to be a relationship. If it's going to be sex, then let it just be that. Right. But if it's going to be if we're talking about relationships, you need to know me, the deepest parts of me. When I am not feeling like having sex, you should be like, oh, I know why, right? Because we've had this conversation, and you know my triggers, and you know I'm not me, but like you know,
but also that
the intimacy.
They don't know what they want. They think a relationship is sex.
Right.
Like,
Hey, yo. That means somebody who's dominating that situation. No, for real.
Like, you want that person to be your best friend. That's be your confidant. Like, like all that. I tell people all the time, my husband's my best friend.
Yeah.
Right.
And then you get the people that complain like, oh, I gotta be his best friend. I gotta be his therapist. I gotta be his. But why wouldn't you want to be that? Why would you want to be that?
Right.
So what if you let you play that?
None.
Pastor, my cash app is.
Right. I need the ushers in the house to close the door.
No.
We gotta let everybody out. So everybody in my congregation.
You still open up. You still over there.
I can't get
you still punishment. You still over there. You still over there.
Everybody can get now.
You still over there. No, we good. No, you still over there. But yo, that, and see, as a woman that has gone through, now when I say gone, in my adult life, after I really started to get, I had 2 relationships before my husband that I put, look, I'm a Gemini, okay? And because of the traumas that I've had on top of that, when I love hard. And I guess I do love no pause. But no, I love hard, and I give energy. Even when my instincts told me this ain't it, but because I am who I am, I was still giving energy. But let me tell you something. It was a different thing when we finally got together, because he always saw me. T-Rex, tone. I don't need you to stop. He always saw me whole and not broken and damaged how I saw myself. Okay? So that allowed, people say, well, how come it took y'all 10 years to get together? I had to grow and see myself from a value standpoint, that I had value and I deserved here. And once I got that, I was able to accept what, and it's still, listen, and I want to say that, I really have to say this, it's still an ongoing process. I'm going to need you to stop. It's still an ongoing process, because there's levels to this shit, okay? There should always be levels. There should always be levels. And the more that he gave me, allowed me
to be me and cultivated what he always saw in me as whole, as high value. Because people always want to coin that phrase, high value. Oh, I'm high. No. And it wasn't because of my bag of tricks. Now, what that did do in his love and care and cultivating our friendship and reciprocating and learning and studying me and giving me my space, giving me what I needed, the truth that I needed, support that I needed, that unlocked, what you say in the game level, new level freak, unlocked. It put me in a position that I wanted to be. For all of those other jokers that I had been and things that I had prided myself on, I wanted to exceed what I knew I had done for lesser people. And I still keep my other tricks fresh.
Hand up.
Just saying.
I got a tough claim your time.
What's the tough question?
I got a tough question for the.
We just going tonight.
And I don't know how to phrase this, so forgive me in advance.
No, we rough, raw, and rugged.
As a brother who values women and can see the good in women, and this is not a knock. How many, had you listened to him, had you listened to this man, how much would you have saved time going through the drama that you went through with all the negative dudes that destroyed your character, then you had to build it back up? Had you listened to him?
He wasn't in my life at the time.
Okay. But I'm just saying, like, from the time he saw your value, tried to convince you of your value, how much would you have saved in terms of hurt, harm, and rebuild had you listened to him?
See, and here's where, so because he asked something along the lines of that last week. There is nothing. My journey is my own. Right. And you can have support all day. But if you have some things to work out and walk out, it doesn't matter. I shouldn't say it doesn't matter. But there's no fast forward. I still had to go walk through my journey. Now, did his friendship help in that? It did. I'm talking about our pure friendship. We were literally friends 10 years before we started dating. No kiss, no sex, no let me get a quickie, no blowjob, nothing. We were pure friends. We fought in many battles, literally, with people. So we knew each other's character. We knew how one another moved. He knew I had tunnel vision. He knew how to cover me. I would joke, and you can ask Redmond, I would say, yo, this friendship is the best relationship I've ever had. So in his being my friend, it did help with me seeing and understanding my value. So while, yeah, there were, and it took me a while to realize the man that I was trying to build and find, I had in my friend already. And I almost missed my shot. But closed mouths don't get fed, which is why I'm married. I said something. But it is because, so he did aid in helping me, but I still had to, I had to walk my path, because if I did not, then it's very possible that, yeah, maybe we would have gotten, he has a fortitude that most men don't have, period. He's always said he's the last man standing and will always be the last man standing until his last breath, period. So it's because of his tenacity that he was still there. but I still had to walk my path. I had to realize nobody can make you. You can tell her all day she's beautiful, and she is, inside and out. Her spirit glows and lights a path in front of her, and that is absolutely true. But if she don't believe it, it don't matter what I say.
That sounds like goes back day though. We as men are stuck in a place where I've heard in my time. I won't speak for every man in the room. I've heard in my time where women say, "I'm looking for men to see that," and then the moment we show up and see you as you are, you're saying we still have to wait for you to go through your whole phase, or whatever phase you want to call it. And as men, respectfully, that's an injustice for us.
But most women.
Hold it, let me finish.
Okay.
Respect. When your man says, "Hey, I met you, I see you, I want to take you off the market so the next man don't hurt you, use you, or beat you." And when I mean beat you, I don't mean physically. I mean mentally. Because I think the physically part heals far faster than the mental issues you go through. By the time you finally submit to us and recognize that we see, we have to put so much energy into your repair to remind you that, hey, we saw you as we saw you. And then you let this other dude do damage to you that we have to repair just to get to point A. Now you've acknowledged us and say, hey, you know what? I now see that you see me. But you've been so damaged, used, abused, treated badly, mentally, physically, psychologically. By the time we finally get full access to you, years have gone by. Some of those years are our best years. As men, we look at our best years as our best productive years. The years where we could have provided for you, loved you, cared you, protected you. When we are at our strongest, when we're capable of shielding you. Hold it, let me finish, because I think some women don't realize how much that means to us as men.
And I was just about to say, I think the fundamental men are natural protector. Use it
the real
and real. Yeah, I said men, and I'm saying men, not males. Y'all see a problem is automatically, hey, let me solution.
But it's 5 years then.
But see.
If we try to put it, that's 5 years of our best life. And when you say what you just said, you're back on the female issue.
But also,
but the thing is,
you're missing the point.
Wait.
That those that we as men, those are our most strong years.
But
we are still warriors.
But what you just did was take and I hear you. But what you just did was make that solely about you.
Yeah.
But hold on, the thing is, it never started out about.
Go ahead, L2. So I've been waiting to hear from you.
Okay, listen, because you've been laughing.
While sis was talking, this is what I thought about looking at your shirt. It brought me back to the mind of The Last Dragon. Okay.
When I did that, Dragon.
The whole time he was given a belt, but he thought it was something more than a belt. But he didn't realize that who he was until he accepted it. So it doesn't matter where a person at. That person has to accept who they are. And until they accept who they are, nothing else is going to fall into place. When just like in the movie, once he realized he was the master, he stopped getting his ass whipped.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he had to sit there and think about and come to the conclusion like the thing that he was looking for, he had it in him his whole time. A lot of times, what she's saying is that when you don't see value in yourself, it doesn't matter with anything else, because if you don't value yourself, anything on the exterior around you is going to change anything. The change has to come from within, not from without. Right?
And that's a very tight answer you gave me. And of all the brothers that I know, I trust you when you say that. But when I hear a woman say key things, and in my life, I've heard a woman say, I wish I would meet a man who would see me as I am. I wish I would meet a man who would love me as I am. I wish I would meet a man who would not tear me apart, but accept me at my strength on where I stand. And then we as men show up one day, and we say, hey, you know what? I heard you. I'm here. I don't need you to change. I don't need you to weaken yourself to accommodate me. I'm willing to support your dreams, protect your heart, and accept you in the version of you who you are. I don't need you to lose 5 pounds. I don't need you to put on an extra layer of makeup. I don't need you to hide anything from me. I'm willing to accept your package as it stands. And then she looks at me and says, let me ride out with these other dumb motherfuckers for another couple of years.
But that's on her.
Hold it, time out. Let me finish that, because I think when I hear a woman say what she just said, who I'm married to, I'm thinking to myself, those 3 to 5, 10 years are my strongest years to put in you. And you said I wanted a man who sees me already this way, and then I appear. And instead of giving me the moment and saying, hey, this guy said I don't have to lose no weight, I don't have to do any extra, he's going to set me from all my flaws, but I still want to ride this out.
So I'm for wait a minute.
We got Kira, we got young lady back, we got
Right. But for us, for our story, one, I was 19 when we met. Okay, so now you already saw me. You saw me
Angry.
And you saw me
hurt.
You knew. Can I finish?
That's what you're saying, though.
You're not listening. I need you to listen.
But see, the thing is, what you're saying is,
no,
you told me
stop.
You wanted a man.
Stop. Please, excuse me.
Okay.
You have the floor. I have the floor. You saw. Now, what you saw versus what I saw. I was 19.
Respect it.
Hush. I was 19. I was finding my way on another level in life, realizing, hey, you know what? My past did not destroy me. And at that point, I was literally at a turning point going, yo, I got this. I can graduate college. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. But I was still finding myself in my path. Yeah, you were intriguing, but you were also 30. And I was 19. Now, in my mind, my grandmother still played a very, very larger than life role in my life. I'm like, hey, no, I ain't taking a 30-year-old home. That's crazy. Now, I mean, fast forward, but see, this is my path though, that I'm walking. And while you thought I might have been dating a lot of people, I wasn't. My college life was very, very tight. Now, later on, nope, you don't get no time now. Now, later on, now, as I'm going, you lived a certain lifestyle, right? And I was still trying to figure out me. And I'm not going to sit there and say that I didn't have some intriguing, maybe there might be some chemistry there. What? Go ahead. What?
When you said to me, and I remember this
Get
conversation.
your point.
I remember this conversation literally as if it was yesterday. I wasn't rushing you into it. I was rolling away. I told you I was doing it. You hold it. You had to grow because the age difference. You would tell me who you were dating, how you were dating. Respect on that. When I really, for a brief moment, after hearing your story, I said, hey, I'm cool. I'm not trying to push you into no corner. I can wait. You told me the reason why we couldn't make the next jump was because of my religious belief. You made it clear.
That was later.
Hold it. You made it clear because of my strict religious beliefs. We couldn't be together. And I told you that night, if you introduce me to a religion that I can understand, which was showing you that I was still on my growing path as far as God's. Hold it. And I'm taking that from someone younger than me. You weren't my superior. But when you made that one statement about religion and you hung up on me that night, I changed my whole life. I'm trying to learn my next path. Just to find out that even the religious belief you had was in question to yourself. Now, when a man says he's willing to trade his God for you, and you still seem unsettled, and you don't give him the leeway for him to trade his God beliefs for me, and still date someone who is far lesser than you. It's respectful when I heard what you said, and I don't ever discount what you said or say. But up until me, no man was worthy of you. They were all asking you to lessen yourself to them.
And
hold it.
But wait,
lessen.
This
yourself.
also leads me back to the path I was on. I had to walk that thing out.
But she destroyed the man that wanted you all. He was already willing to accept you for you. And you found a way to undermine his love for you and accepting of you already.
And what I was trying to say to you, and what I've been saying to you, is because of where I was, I did not understand the level and the depth and respect of love that you had for me. I did not have.
See, that's the key point that I think all men are confused at. When a woman says, I want a man to accept me on a path that I'm on, and he said, hey, I see so much value in you, hold it, that I will change that religious, godly path that I'm on. And you still say, yeah, I'm not finished. But you said that's what you asked for.
She never asked you to change who your God was, though.
And when a man hears a woman say, I'm looking for, oh wow, that's deep. Yeah, she is. When a man hears a woman say what she precisely needs to be happy, and I'm not speaking for every man in the room. I'm not speaking for every brother.
You have to unlock the door.
Yeah, apply pressure to the door. Yeah, let that man stand up.
You know what? I can't. I just about to say some shit. I'm like, let's just get out the match. But here, I think here is where the disconnect. I think this is where the disconnect. So you assume that I was able to see that perspective when I did not. And I had to grow into that perspective. What's up, sis?
Yo.
I had to grow into that perspective. And when I realized, and literally, it's like you know how the movie and the light, I swear that's the type of moment I had. And he was about to propose to someone else. And I said what I had to say, not to derail that, but in me as an accepting of, yo, I missed it. I missed it. I missed my shot. And now in order for me to still be there for him as a friend, I need to get this off my chest. And then I'm going to have to eat that. And the pit that I had in my stomach, I was trying to play it cool, but y'all, I felt sick. Because everything he just said hit me like a ton of bricks in one moment.
But
it wouldn't have been. I still had to walk it out, even if I.
Is there a person yet man who has said, "Hey, I heard your voice. I heard your prayers. I heard your request. I am willing to fulfill and stand into exactly what you asked for." Hold it.
And wait.
Don't stop. You talk. And what are you fucking saying? My problem with your talk is you were very every woman that said the specific statement, I want X, Y, Z. Hold it. When a man shows up and says, I heard you. I hear you. You don't deserve to be treated or disqualified in these ways. Hold it. Hold it. But see, your growl is exactly what every man does afterwards. You said, hold it. You said X, Y, Z is what I want. That brother said, yo, X, Y, Z. Hold it. I met the whole chick. I met the blowjob chick. I met the trickster chick. I met the high heel. She'll do every trick I want trick. And I heard you. I heard your prayer. I heard what you said. And I'm willing for all this easy shit I can get. I'm gonna fall in line for you.
And here's
hold
the
it. Hold it. Stop.
Because you're gonna make me forget my point.
Your point is
no, it's not because you haven't heard it yet.
But when a woman says, hold it. See, this is where the disconnect comes in. Because we as men, when someone tells us X, Y, Z, and we go, but I really, 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 really think that she is so worthy of more. I'm going to give this easy, low-hanging fruit and go after X, Y, and Z. I'm going to have to give up all this because I want to be her X, Y, Z. And then that woman says, yo, I see your X, Y, Z. But I want to ride the coaster a little longer and see where it goes. Hold it! You told me you wanted to get on the coaster.
But I think it's your interpretation of what you think she wants and what she believes she wants at
But
that
you
time.
told us.
But what you hear and what we're saying are oftentimes two different things.
But you told us.
Wait, can I make my point before I forget? Stop.
No. You said, I heard your exact word.
But here's what I think men miss.
That's a miss.
Here's what I think men miss, and it's important. Is that you? And this is not a fault on y'all. Yo, but I'm not even fit. I haven't even made my fucking point yet. Yo, listen. I don't think y'all understand sometimes. I mean, I ain't gonna speak for no other woman in here. You speak for me. I first didn't understand how much I was affected by all the traumas I had been through. So for me to hear what you say after I heard X, Y, and Z, A, B, and C, 1, 2, 3, say almost the same things. And I'm not talking about just intimate relationships either. I'm talking about people who were supposed to be there to protect, to provide, to build, to reinforce my value, and then to have let down after let down after let down after let down after let down. And now I'm trying to find footing, and I'm kind of sort of and I'm still, the self-esteem still isn't there. I want to build. I hear in my heart, it feels like what he's saying is right and real, and and it's almost the feeling is almost like I'm gonna fall off the cliff, and I'm scared. I was scared even once I realized I was
scared absolutely to let go because I know this cliff that I'm standing. I know what this is. I know what this feels like, and it feels absolutely right and real in my soul. But what happens if I let go and I fall? And listen to, and this is why, and see y'all, this is why I'm saying this thing got levels.
Mm-hmm.
This thing has levels.
Mm-hmm.
It does.
Wait,
Can I
please
say one
speak
thing?
for the audience. Please speak.
Go.
This is a loaded conversation because I've been exploring this for years. And what men are saying, and this is straight up from the heart, we want you to choose us over your trauma. That's hurting you in the first place. It's like you hold on to that. You ever see that picture of a little someone giving a girl, she's holding on tight to a small teddy bear, and God has a huge bear behind him and asking her to give up that small teddy bear? Because we can see it. Sometimes we know you can't see it. So it's not interpretation. You're saying you want this. You prayed to God to get this thing.
You
I
said
am here now,
specifically,
right?
I
Wait, it's not my interpretation. You went to God. You said, God, I need X, Y, and Z. God brought you X, Y, and Z, and you still held on to ABC.
Right, but we're not perfect, right?
Right.
No one is perfect.
Right.
And also, hold on, you can't blame someone for how they process their trauma. You can't make them let go of their trauma just because you want them to, right? It's a process, and it's personal. It's not, I think men, I don't want to say you don't want the best for us, but if I'm being completely honest, like it starts with talk to your boys, right? When you know your homeboys ain't treating his woman right? Y'all don't say shit.
Hold
I'm just making.
Black Jesus.
Hold on.
That's
Wait. Let me get it out there, right? You talking about, oh, she's damaged, she's this, she's that. Talk to your homeboy that damaged her, right? Start with your circle, and then right?
You know what prayer I didn't put up? I asked God for the man. I did not ask for
to be ready for the man.
to be ready for
Look, there are men in this room right now. And respect what I'm about to say.
And it took
What
me,
I'm about to say is,
I was listening by the
I'm
time
not
I
saying
asked that.
to expose any raw nerves in the room of men. And I'm about to speak about the brothers here only because I think there's a universal link between us. And I think there's a difference between men of honor and who are men who are predators. They're looking for hurt women. Right. They can feast upon them. And then some woman, particularly some in this room, said to their gods, and when I say that, let me be clear, because I'm not going to speak on my brother Black Jesus and his beliefs. Let me speak on mine. And when I say that, I mean this in the cruelest ways. Nothing honest or honorable about it. So I'm not honest or honorable about my religious beliefs. I'm wicked. I'm different. When I hear spirit say to me, there's a soul out there that you can save and link with. And if you put your heart into her and show her there's a different path, she should link you. You will have a great life. And there are brothers in this room who have different beliefs, but I think they feel the same part of their soul because they're honorable men. So that woman said, hey, I'm tired of men using me, playing me, cheating on me, using me, hurting me, not giving me the respect, not seeing my dreams, not being supportive, not willing to accept that I'm a strong woman. I have my own beliefs. If I could just find a man who will love me as I stand. I don't have to lose 20 pounds. I don't have to put on weave or wig or makeup. He will accept me 100% as I stand.
Right, but as I
hold
said,
it. I mean, finish. Oh, stop.
Too.
And then hold it. And then God says to us, our God, okay, my God, your God says, hey, you know what? I'm going to introduce you. So you go be you to her. And we look at them, because for us as men, we've met so many damaged women who don't look at us and go, oh, he a nerd, he a nut. He trying to love me, just love me. He ain't trying to put no money in my pocket or buy me. He's really trying to buy me, and then they turn us down repeatedly, and we feel lost. And then our guy goes, I'm going to put you in the path of that chick. And we meet you, and we say, damn, you know what? I see your value. I see your path. You know, I'm cool with that. You ain't going to get none of that from me. And it don't matter if we 6'5", 340 pounds, or that lonely younger brother. We saying to ourselves, we're going to be there for you, and we show up. And we are exactly what you asked God for. We ain't thugs, we ain't homies, we ain't trying to fuck you over, we ain't trying to get your panties night one. We heard you, we see your pain, you heard your fear. We said we're here for you. And then for some reason, the dude you gave your time to is far lesser. He really just hit the panties and roll on. He's going to press you. He's going to tell you how you need to lose 10 pounds, you fat, you ain't right. And you get that brother years of your time and access. While we sit in the sidelines going, well, we here. Why you ain't giving it to us? We here for you. And then you want to say that, and I'm not discounting what you just said at this table. But what I'm about to say is going to sound raw, but it's not meant to be raw. And you go, oh, yeah, I just needed enough. We hurt, we striving, we bleed. We trying to not go to easier, lower lying fruit. But we saw you first. We respect you. The dude who's playing you is playing you. In some way, subconsciously, every woman in this room has said, yeah, something. But I thought, ridiculous. It's ridiculous. By the time you finally give us the nothing, we have taken so many mental hits and hurts because you didn't acknowledge us here for you. We're about to settle for the chick you think we shouldn't have had anyway. Whether it's the little white girl who's cheating on or what have you. By the time you finally give us our due, we've been so invested in you, you haven't even acknowledged the fact that we've been invested in you. The guy who you gave the booty to, that one night stand, the dude who you gave it that back rub to, or a word of consciousness, we were already set. We already seen you for your full value. Now years of our best years have gone fucking by before you finally go, yeah, you know, Vic was always here, Tony was always here, Black D was already here, L2 was always here. And y'all look at us as this, oh, well, y'all men. Y'all should have figured it out by then.
Oh,
Stop, because you should have said it the day we acknowledged you.
Oh.
No.
Did I ever say that to you?
But it don't matter what you said, it's what you did. You did not accept us when we showed up. You accepted us after you played your game a little longer with the lesser nigga. You don't know it. You don't know. Stop. You have not acknowledged the fact that that man has sat in his house at some point and said to himself, why has the fuck she chose me yet? We've been good friends to y'all, whether you accepted it or not. You have told every man in this room a little something that hurt us. Oh yeah, I was with this dude that night, and then he didn't hear what I was said, or he didn't give me the proper respect I should have deserved. And every man in this room quietly hurt, waiting for that one moment that you finally gave us after you played your game with the other dude. And then you downplay that moment going, oh, well, I was going through a phase.
But see,
that's the
thing.
Hold it. Let me finish that, what you just did. What you just did in that brief moment is what every man in this room going.
But that's
See?
No, listen,
No,
I
well,
hear,
that's-
I
that's
hear
deep.
you.
But see, that's where we as men get hurt the most. That statement that you, when y'all just go, but, or,
No, but I'm saying, but I don't.
You didn't even hear the rest of it, though.
Right.
but see, the thing is,
And
we
that's
don't
the
need to
thing.
hear the rest of it because
You
we
do.
had already beat.
do.
Hold it, we had already beat out the dude that you gave more time to.
But what I was going to say, but what you just said, that perspective that you just shared, have you ever
No,
have you ever heard that from a man in your life?
no.
You know why you ain't heard it? Because
Well,
most of us,
what I'm trying to say is, it's
We're not talking about romantic relationships.
Oh, well, I'm not talking about it either.
Yeah.
The thing is, that's where you missed it. That's not where we was
Right.
where we signed in at. That's why men commit suicide. That's why men kill themselves. That's why men flip out and go somewhere else different. Because we already realized we already heard you quietly bitch out the other dude. And we're sitting going, why are you still dealing with him if I'm here?
What I was
I'm going to just cut myself to that.
what I was trying to say is,
Every person who laughed, every man who laughed, quietly at some point said to themselves, why the fuck? Because you know what? Guess what? There's no doubt that every man in this room had a side chick they couldn't want to
Tone,
and got the
listen, I'm gonna be, so this is rough, raw, rugged. I don't know
Absolutely.
if my peoples is on this live, sorry.
Mary,
I learned,
what it's about?
I'm at my big age, I learned love through him.
listen, and I
Listen, no, listen.
absolutely
Listen.
Hold it. That was
No.
a very, hold it. What you just said is worth 100,000 bars of gold to him. But here's the joke part. There's a point where he was going,
I know this,
I'm
but
here.
he also knows my process. Like, he knows some of my traumas. So while he doesn't, it may hurt his feelings, but he understands, right? And we talk about it. We talk through it.
Let me say one thing. Let me be clear. Here's the first woman I've ever met that actually listened. She actually probably let me be clear.
That's strong though.
I didn't know it could exist that I can say something and a woman does it.
She
doesn't.
Should she have accepted you sooner though?
We've been together since the day we
No.
met.
This woman, I told her I wanted her to be my girl day one. And she accepted me day one, even though I had baggage. It's the reverse for us. Like, I had the baggage, right? And it's one of those things where I didn't, and I'm asking the question to people who say, I want this thing. I think we brought it full circle. You asked the question earlier, why do guys go through this player? At what age does a man go through a player phase? And honestly, a lot of men are not built like us in the room. They're not going to wait for the trauma to go past. They're not going to wait to work through it. They're just going to go for, unfortunately, it is easier to not have that and get what you want sexually. But to me, you need more than anything. And when we get to the point where we're doing that freaky deaky stuff, not to say we don't, but when we get to that next level, where we level up, I will value it so much more.
But that's something that women never believe we as men say.
And listen.
Well, hold it. Hold it. Watch what you
Because
said.
you don't say it.
Well, no. When you do what you just said amongst other men in the room, like me and T.Y. would be at a club, have a man conversation. When you talk about relationships, just genuine man conversation. Now, there's a certain amount of women who are attracted to him, and I think he'll testify there's a certain amount of women who come to talk to me in our man talk where I kind of look at them and go, what the fuck are you bothering? We talk. We in middle man talk. You go the fuck away. I'm just saying you are. Yeah, I heard you. I got a woman. Go away. And he would look at me and go, yo, you are crushing these poor bitches' feelings.
Bro, a lot of
but between two brothers,
we kiki, we smile.
What you're saying is tight, but when two brothers are talking in an area where, like, I know where some of his relationships have been because we was cool, and some of his trials and tribulations. And I was lucky enough as an older man to have been married and solid where I'm at. And it was cool because I listened to what he said, and I understand where he would like to be in his future compared to where he is currently. And as an older man, I'm going, yo, I've seen some of those potholes. Let me just school you on the way to get to where you want to be.
And that, where I got to stop
that's deep. That's deep man talk.
Right, it is. And I can honestly
women aren't very
right. But Tone, you're the only man in my life that does that. Oh, I have one other, Brother Hudson. I have another brother. But unfortunately, that's not what we do. But we just pat each other on the back. Yo, Black Jesus, go sling that thing. Oh, you need help? I got you.
See, the joke part about
it, and then we come to our girl. Wait. Then we come to our girl and say, girl, you the only one I want to be with.
When I talk to him, it's always to get him to the happiness I have. But the joke part of the happiness I have is, I remember a young version of me who wasn't far from him saying to a woman, I'm that dude. And then as we grew, and she told me the stories of the men, boys who hurt her, I'm thinking like,
and man,
listen,
wait,
please, before I would you, instead of spending another 2 months, 3 weeks, 5 days, that dude, would you just allow me that same application that you gave the dude who's not willing to work with? And then you say, oh yeah, I just don't think you're right with God. I don't think you're right with your religion. I don't think you're right with, hold it, you're not right with your faith. You're still bouncing, you're still underground street fighting. I really need somebody to be there for me. I'm hearing the story like that going, the dude you're with now treats you like shit. And the only thing wrong with me is fixable?
I would say, but we don't
hold it. Time out. Ladies in the room. Hold it. Time out. Ladies in the room. Did y'all not see how fast the men in the room had their hands up? They didn't stay quiet. Because as every man in this room knows, our strength is in silence. We take the hits, we push forward. Tell us what we're not worth, we push forward. You tell us we don't make enough money, we push forward. Tell us we're not built enough, we go to the gym. You tell us we don't hear you, we shut the fuck up. You tell us, hold it. You tell us. When you tell us we're too quiet or we're too loud, we immediately try to just instantly swing directions because we're hoping that the woman we already saw the value would go, oh, he's changing for me.
And here's what
no man changes until he runs into the right.
And here's what I'm trying to say. So as long as we have been friends, and as long as we have dated, and as long as we have been married, I have never heard you articulate the depth of the hurt that I caused, that I missed, and I owe you an apology.
But here's the joke part. Men will tell you what's wrong with them. Women don't want to hear it. And then as men, we look at you and go, just tell us what you want. And women will say, oh, you didn't catch the hint.
But
the hint. I don't want the fucking hint. I want you to give me an eye and say, I want roses on fucking Friday. I want you to love me like I'm the queen I deserve. And when we look at you and go, oh, that's all you want, we'll do it for you. Well, you want to throw us 100 different hints and hope we figure the fuck out. And then you get mad at us as men when we don't figure the fuck out.
But listen to what I am saying. Listen to what I'm saying. 43 and 3/4-year-old me right now is not the 33, is not the 23. And what I'm trying to say to you is, I'm hearing you on a different level than I was capable of hearing before. And I hear the depth of the hurt that I missed, and I'm giving you an apology for it.
That's what the problem is. The apologies are 11 years later. I mean, you think it still means something. It don't mean shit 11 years later. You missed me when I was at my prime, and I was willing to change my whole world for you. And you suckered me with some knucklehead nigga who wanted to play Madden and all that. So please. I was there for you when I was young and stupid and said, hey, you know what? You mean so much to me. I see your flaws. I see your hurt. I see you not being appreciated. I see somebody that didn't love you right. And I was willing to change my world that day. And you think it means some shit to me to tell me 11 years, 12 years, 15 years later, oh, I see you've been hurt. I'm here now. I was in 100% 15 years ago. You only came in 100% the last 10. I've been crying the whole fucking time, and you've been just like, yeah. But you forget about I was hurt by my parents, or our uncle didn't treat me right, or the last nigga wasn't loving me. And we came to you 15, 20 years ago and said, I'm in the day. Damn it. Fucked up. Burning. Need repair. Need therapy. I'm signing in right now. You want to give me this shit after you done played the field and did all your dirt and go, yeah, I see you. You know, now I see you. I just owe you a apology. What the fuck does it mean to me now? I've been in the whole run. Every man in this room who saw your value before your whole phase, before your trick phase, before the nigga played you for his last shot, said he was in the you then. You think your apology 5 years later carry weight. And we don't love you because we said, well, you know, I'm in now. I've been in you for so long. And you think what you said today is like, yo, okay, I'm glad you noticed. I'm glad you will apologize. But that man been loving her when she was damaged from the last fuckers. He saw you when you was shipwrecked and nobody saw your value 15 years ago. He bought into your stock when it was at its lowest. You only apologize because you now got prestige, self-confidence. That man built you to the point where you apologize to him.
Oh, prestige?
Come on, let's keep it 100. When that man bought into you, the dude who loved you wasn't worth shit. That's why he ain't there now. He played you. He might have, what's the word women like to use? Groomed you for himself. He groomed you for the lowest end of you. He was hoping to keep your value low, your stock cheap. He wanted your self-esteem trash so he can play you. But when we came to your life, we weren't trying to keep you in the pit. We really was like, yo, I see what you could be at your best, and I'm willing to support you to get there, even if it means to us as men, I might build you up to end up being some other dude's woman. We invested in you when your stock was trash, and we weren't trying to keep it trash, because a man who keeps you trash is trying to keep you under the deepest stuff. But when a man invested in you, he knows bottom in his heart, quiet. One day you might say, yo, that's building up. I'm going to catch the next train with a better man up. But I appreciate your investment, because without you, I would have been ready for him. We don't reap none of that benefit when you go to him. Man, respect. I was with you when you weren't sure of yourself. And then I invested in you. And when you grew, I said, yo, she growing. I didn't put my thumb on your neck. I said, hey, here's more investment. And even if it means one day you outgrow me and end up with another man, I loved you so much that I was even willing to accept the moment that you might level up to another dude and look at me and go, yeah, I've outgrown you. Because a lot of women will look at the dude who grew them and say, I've outgrown you. And that's us as men, we go, stick by me like I stood by you and you weren't shit. But women will look at it as, well, you know, I appreciate you. But, dude with 6 figures is having mad love for me, and he gonna put me on a yacht and a boat and take me somewhere else. I was with you and a nigga didn't want to put you in a Yugo.
Okay.
But you ain't hold it. But see, when you say that ain't you, but what you just said tonight, this moment was, hey, I owe you an apology. But I'm thinking you didn't owe me shit. All you owed me was the loyalty I gave you, and when you weren't loyal to yourself, because you gave yourself to a nigga who didn't deserve you. We waited, we supported, we sat there and listened to you talk to us at 2:00 in the morning, saying, "Oh, he was this dude. Oh, he came over. We spent the night together, and then that nigga gonna have the nerve to roll out." And we're sitting and listening to him and going, "I would have did that to you." But you don't give us that credit. You bypass that moment. You almost act as it's a privilege for me to hear you tell a story about the other dude who screwed you. And we wait because we see the value in you already. By the time you acknowledge us, this dude has had full access to you the whole time. You didn't even give us half that access yet. You said, yeah, we're going on a date. That date wasn't really going nowhere. When that date was over, you lost over to Joe Knucklehead's night. And then you want to tell us, oh, you had a nerve to come and bite me over and do this. They gonna fuck me and tell me I gotta go home. We thinking, what you telling me this for? What am I supposed to do with this information? Really, that person should be me. And I wouldn't have left you at 2:00 in the morning. I'd have held you to 6. And what would I have done at 6:00 in the morning? I'd have left the bed, looked at you with honor, respect, and thinking, oh, that was the woman I always wanted. And then we go to do our job and try to build ourselves up to continue to show you our value, hoping one day you will realize how valuable we are as men versus the knucklehead you gave full value to last night. And then luckily, 15 years later, you're going to give us the apology that, you know what, I appreciate it. I'm sorry I hurt you. I'm glad I had that conversation with you. But most men in this room will sit there and go, when I saw you how valuable you are. And you wanted us to set that apology as if it's some honor. So thank you. I appreciate you sticking by me. Sorry I gave Knucklehead all this value. Now that I get to see you, I love you. You know how much investment that man put in? How many nights he sat in his car banging his head against the steering wheel, trying to figure out what he did wrong or not doing right to get you? Maybe if he was a little bit more rougher, a little bit cooler. Because when we hear your story, what we hear is he treated you like trash and got you.
I gotta treat you worse.
That's not the point. Because when a woman says that only tells us more how much of a nut we feel like. We don't feel better. Because, hold it, time out. No, when a woman doesn't hear, let's stop. When men say things in facts. I will change my life for you. Hold it. See, here's the problem. Some man or boy lied to you. And now I have to carry the burden of what he did to you. Stop. But see, that's where we hurt the most. That's where real men hurt the most. You tell us how the boy nigga nut fucked you up. If he had only done me right, and then we show up thinking, all right, I'm here, and I'm willing to do you right, and then you whisper the stories of if he was this, if he was that, if he was this. If I find a man who's X, Y, and Z, I will do this for him. And we hear, deal. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna cheat you. I ain't gonna bullshit you. I'm gonna have a hard job. I'm gonna have a real job that I have no interest in doing. But you said you needed to see 5, 6 figures. I'm gonna do this job. I hate the job. It annoys me. It drains my soul. I don't want to go in every night. It don't make me feel better. I don't make me feel smarter. I don't feel anything from this job, but you needed this as a guarantee that would lead to me. And then we do it every fucking day. The dude who ain't doing none of it got you.
Do you know the person? Hold on. The person that you're with now is not the same person that was with that dude, or the dude before him, or the dude before him. Y'all don't respect the fact that we change through each relationship, right? So the things that I allowed in the relationship prior to being with whoever is not the same thing I'm going to allow. If I grow as a woman, right? The things that I allowed to happen to me in my 20s and early 30s, in my 40s, I'm not dealing with it. I'm not doing it. And then you're not going to punish me for growing through relationships and things that I have been through because you're hurt. But I get it, and I respect it.
But I wasn't